All right, thanks, Kirsten. Well, listen up because we're helping you find hidden money in your own house this morning.
That's right. Fall and spring are usually times when you can clean your house, but before you toss something out, you could be missing out on big money. We found one woman who's made thousands selling items she just had in her closet. With a few well-lit photos and some clever captions, once unwanted items are flying out of Sheila DeForest's closet.
These clothes have been sitting in my closet for a while. It's amazing that, my fashion gets to live on.
Using the clothing reselling app Poshmark, what was last season for DeForest is now new merchandise for her buyers.
It's like Instagram for fashion. So you basically take a photo of your item and list it in your closet. Our stores are called closets.
Secondhand clothes are making a resurgence through apps like Poshmark, Wish, and Tradesy, each offering deep bargains, retro outfits, and a part-time job that pays big bucks on clothes that would have been tossed out.
This is like my side gig, and I've made about five figures.
DeForest says you should always think twice before tossing your old clothes out, because whether you sell or donate them, one person's trash could be someone else's fashion statement. And did you hear that? 5 figures reselling clothes online. That's crazy. And even if something doesn't sell, donating to a charity feels good too.
Yeah, well, 5 figures does sound pretty nice. How about 6 figures though? Sellers on eBay are making more than $100,000 selling throwback items that you might just have laying around the house. So parents, if you've been holding on to your kids' toys or items from their childhood, we looked into whether those pieces of nostalgia are worth selling or worth less. Take a look. Got any throwbacks laying around? A 1980s Easy Bake, a Beanie Babies collection, or maybe one of these?
Game Boy or original Nintendo. I mean, you can easily, as long as it's like in working condition, you can get like $125, $140 for it.
Glenn Zubia rakes in 6 figures a year selling items on eBay. Retro games, comic books, sports cards, anything pop culture, he says, will sell.
People have a big fan base, and they've always been fans since 80s, 90s plus. And if there's certain things that they're collecting, they'll pay top dollar for it.
Glenn says, remember, you get money for rare, one-of-a-kind items. So if you thought your Disney movies on VHS would be worth something one day, well, they're not. But if you have items that are worth it, Glenn says, send them into companies that can grade their condition.
And if they're graded, then your item could be, 10 times more, 5 times more than what it would be if it was just, used or paint's coming off or bent up corners.
And a few more things to keep in mind. Glenn says that your item needs to be in near mint condition. Can't have any signs of wear and tear on it. If it's electronic, it needs to work. And last but not least, be realistic whenever it comes to pricing. But so many things that we have just kind of collecting dust. I can think of an entire closet of things back at my parents' house in Louisiana that are just sitting there collecting dust that could make money, but it might not make money. So you got to kind of see, but it's a good way to get rid of a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, decluttering, and if you can get even just a little bit of money to declutter,
yeah,
pretty
worth
good.
it.